So let's do an analysis like we're preparing for the new week to come. So this is a market forecast. This is market forecast. So we are preparing for the new week to come. So first off, I would like us to start with DXY and then we'll check on GU, EU, and gold. So on my screen here, I'd like us to take out everything. Like the way we always like to analyze is I'm using a simple and straightforward approach. So even you that you are still new to technical analysis, I'll make it simple. Forex, as a trader, your charts need to be easy and simple. Even a 5-year-old can actually explain and say, this is what you are doing. So what I'm doing now is technical analysis like we always do. And I want to give you a simple and straight approach on how you can prepare your chart or how to prepare for the market for a coming week. So this is DXY, the dollar index, telling us what is actually happening with the dollar. And from what we can see, the dollar just gained strength recently since the month of September. Dollar started gaining strength in the month of September, and we have now November coming to an end. Today is the 24th of November, 25th of November. So about we have just 5 days for it to come to an end. So we see the strength came up since some this period. So September came with the push. You have September, October, November. So as you can look at from the chart, you can clearly see that price just closed the week by sweeping out liquidity from this area, right? Two things are involved. Either we continue to see a push to the upside, or what happened? Another kind of just comes out like this and takes out this low. And the moment we see this low being taken out, if we happen to see this low here taken out, then it will indicate to us that we might be having some reversals in the market. So now that is a potential area that price might react to, which is very, very important as a trader to note key levels. So this is what the higher time frame is telling us. This is what we are now seeing with this bigger picture. So on the 1-day time frame, this is what we have on our plate. This is what we have on our plate. So our interest will be here. That's just the view I have with the DXY on the higher time frame. So that's how the market closed. And we had this level here that was taken out, impulsive push. So two things are involved when it comes to this. Either have price come react from here and continue to push upside, or it will fail. Now, I always say this: zones are meant to be respected, and they are also meant to be violated. Your job is to find out whether they were respected or violated. But how will you know if a zone was respected or violated? It will be difficult for you to mark this zone on the lower time frame. That's why you always need to start on the higher time frame to mark out these zones. So on the 1 hour, which I would like to end here, on the 1 hour, it's still the same zone. It's still the same zone. It's still the same zone. So I wouldn't just sleep on myself and say, excuse me, I wouldn't just sleep on myself and say, this is a zone, and I wouldn't be looking out for that zone. So two things are involved here. Either have price bounce from here and shoot to the upside, or you have price bounce from here, we test that level and target this other low down here. So whenever you mark your higher time frame levels, don't forget them on a lower time frame. It's very important. Don't forget them on a lower time frame. Okay? Don't forget them on a lower time frame. So this is a simple approach and a simple view I have prepared for next week. These are the levels I'm looking out for. See here, we have this amount of liquidity slipping here and another block. So if this level fails, we're expecting to take that shot to the downside. Now, having this view with DXY, now we go to GU on the same 1 day time frame. GU on the same 1 day time frame, this is what we have. Excuse me, I'm having some trouble with my network, but everything will be fine. All right, this is Great British Pound USD on the 1 day time frame, same as we saw DXY on the 1 day time frame. So from DXY, you can from GU, you can clearly see that it has been in an uptrend for this long of period, and price have finally violated the trend line for those who are looking at the market in a trend line manner. So that's just simple. We can see that's an uptrend. And before that, there was this significant level here. You see what happened? Price violated that low, closing below with a body. Closing below with a body. Now this is another interesting area whereby this guy might be targeting. Now this is the data that the higher time frame is giving us. Right? So now I'm on the 4 hours time frame now. I'm on the 4 hours time frame. I'm on the 4 hours time frame. Now I know everything that I'm looking out for here. There are still signs to tell me that this guy might still continue dropping to the downside. With respect to what the higher time frame is telling me, except I see otherwise on the key level. So I had this break here, and then we had this sweep of liquidity. This was the trade we took on Friday, and you saw the whole that sell that sold on, this was Thursday. So sorry, this was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sell. So this was at a significant level here. And what happened? We had that break, right? Telling us that that level has been violated on the 4 hour time frame. Now, we don't take our entries on higher than 4 hours. My entries are always based on the 15 minutes. So on the 15 minutes, I'll show you how I was able with my community to take this trade. Now, talking of my community, if you are new here watching my video for the first time, I do offer signals, I offer mentorship, and offer forex education. Now, to join the free Telegram channel, the link is below. The link is below in the description. You can click the link and join the Telegram below. Also, you can have my private WhatsApp. If you need anything from me, you can just send me a WhatsApp message. So make sure you subscribe and you like the video so we can push the algorithm to get this knowledge to a lot of traders, to more traders. So we had that break here, and then I had a class with my mentees on Thursday, and I was like, the market closed here. The market closed, and we had this picture, and we had this high here, and I was like, okay, this is why the market have closed. Now we want to see two things are involved: either price break out from here and push to the upside, or price break from down here, retest and push to the downside. That was just all we needed to see. And look at what happened. Look at what happened. So we had what? Our candle range high and our candle range low. So which level was taken out? The low was taken out, and what happened? We had a retest back to that area, just like I explained. And you see the push to the downside. This was the amazing, beautiful trade we took. A lot of traders were actually buying this trade, and they lost a lot. So we are actually we're going for 1:3, and that's the target we always used to go for. That's just it. That's just how we were able to capture this trade. Now, outside of that, that's all glories. We don't look at after program collected. That's just all. Here is another thing again. Very easy and clear. We are still on a downtrend now. What do we have? Range high and range low. So the market is ranging within this box. Two things are involved. Either have a buy or a sell. But now there's a trap because the market might spike up from here and you might think it will continue to buy. That's one thing that happened yesterday. I saw a lot of traders. They were actually doing what? Buying from here. And what happened? Price tanked to the downside. So what I'm saying here is this. What I'm saying here is this. You have these levels here. This is the level that price broke out from. And right here we have liquidity. Right. So I will employ you to wait to see price action within this area. Wait to see price action within these areas because that will be a premium level. This area here will be a premium level whereby we're expecting some rejections. So price might do what? Price might accumulate, manipulate, and then distribute. Traders might be thinking that price will bounce from here and start going upward. Price might accumulate them, engaging them to go in for a buy, and then it tanked to the downside, clearing everybody out and actually going to the opposite direction. That is just price. That is just price. So this is the plan I'm looking out for GU. I have this range here, I have this nice beautiful fair value gap here. Now back on the 1 hour, it will be more clear and simple, no stress. So this whole area here should be an area whereby you are looking for price action because we have now liquidity being engineered here. Expect price action and don't be surprised if Monday comes up and you had that spike up here and then you have a failed swing and it comes back. What you need to understand as a trader is be patient enough. Let the candles close, especially when you are trading with a session. Be patient enough to let these candles close because this is a level that price violated and it's now pushed to the downside. There was accumulation here, price impulsively displaced here, leaving behind this fair value gap. So your job as a trader, again I repeat, wait to see price action on your key levels. This is the key level you've marked here. On a smaller time frame, 15 minute, 5 minute, wait to see the price action on that level. So that is the view we have with GU. After this video, after this YouTube, I would like you to rewatch again, like take your time, rewatch and try to understand what I was actually trying to explain here. Because on the first time, you won't really get it. But when you watch it over and over, you will have the patience to get all of this. So, last but not the least, look at EURUSD. EURUSD, remove every drawing. When you're doing your analysis, you can start on the higher time frame. And if the higher time frame is not giving you what's happening on the previous side, you like minimize the screen, or you go to a little bit more higher time frame, like the 1 week, so you can understand the levels of liquidity where price actually playing top. So you see what's happening to EU. EU just cleared to a key level on this higher time frame, which is the 1 week, and this level have not been closed ever violated below for a long time with the body. So you've seen the body close below this level. So now let's go to the 1 day time frame, knowing where price is actually played from. So in the 1 day time frame, we know why price is actually played from, and which comes from a higher time frame level, which is the 1 week time frame. So that is where price is actually rejecting. Note again, don't forget your key levels when you are in the smaller time frame. Make sure you always remember these levels. And how do you remember? By actually highlighting them. When you highlight them and you go to a smaller time frame, your chart will be more expanded and you will know that okay, this is a level that I was actually waiting to see price action on. So I have to take it into consideration, right? So we had this close here on the 1 day time frame. We had this range here, we have a displacement here, right? So price break out from this range and displace to the downside. That is the data that the 1 day is giving us now. We have to 4 hours time frame. I'm trying to see what could actually happen to price. You see? So what just happened there? Price range here, love traders to go and buy. When we're buying, price down to the downside. Down to the downside, closing below. Now you need to be patient. This was the entry. This one right here, this was the entry. But that's not what we are here for. That's already passed. So this is where you have now GU plane. EU plane rather. EU plane here. So something like EU is not really clear. EU isn't really that clear enough, but you really want to see what happens to price because here we have this fair value gap here. We have this fair value gap resting here, and you really want to see price action on this level. But when it comes to EU, I still see it to be more bearish. But it's Monday, I'll need to check on fundamentals to see if we have something heavy to look out for. So we'll check on fundamental analysis and look at what I have for next week. But looking at fundamentals, you can just go to forexfactory.com, you see all the fundamental analysis. Those that have red folders, I consider them to be heavy impact news, yellow folders are light impact, and orange that are medium impact. So we look at Monday. Monday, we already have heavy news, but we have on pound, we have euro news, 10 a.m., which is medium impact. We have no dollar news on Monday. We have the Canadian dollar news, we have euro news, and pound news. So we need to watch out for that. Anytime you're doing an analysis and you're preparing for the day, always make sure you're looking at your chart and preparing for the day. But when it comes to Euro USD tomorrow when market open, I would like you to be patient enough and wait to see how the fundamentals come out because looking at this chart is not really clear and giving us a direction. We need to see before we take our trade. We really need to see when liquidity is slipping and we target it. But now we've just seen a displacement and just in some small pullbacks. We need to see how a structure has been formed. So guys, that's what we are looking out for on Euro USD. And last, I'll just check on something. It's gold. And from what I'm seeing, gold is still buying. Nothing much to say about gold. Gold is still buying. I have a level I'm expecting gold to get to. Gold is actually buying. Looking at the fundamental analysis, the war between Ukraine and Russia, all of the stuff. A lot of investors, they are removing their money from all of these currencies and putting them on gold because gold is considered to be a safe haven and also an asset that could gain more value with time. So when it's time of war and there's too much uncertainty, a lot of investors, a lot of individuals, they convert their money to gold. So they consider it to be a safe haven. So as for gold, I'm more bullish on gold, same as BTC. I'm more bullish on these currencies, on this asset. So guys, thanks for following up and see you on the next video. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So to get to me, the link is down below. We have the link to my Telegram, the link to my WhatsApp number, and the link to the recommended broker that I recommend to everybody, which is Xness, fastest and easiest way to deposit and withdraw. So see you on the next one. It's one big marathon. Signing out.